Thanks for checking out besthomebiz.org. In the next few minutes, we're going to show you how you can save thousands in taxes by converting non-deductible expenses into deductible expenses. How you can save thousands on things that you're buying now from places like Target, Walmart, Home Depot, Staples, and hundreds of other name brand stores. How you can save up to 65% on name brand furniture, and how you could make thousands by showing others how to do the same. If you realize it or not, the biggest expense we have in America today is taxes. The average American will work 1/3 of the year to pay for taxes. As a matter of fact, for most Americans, you work all of January, February, March, and most of April before you've covered your federal and state and local taxes. Man, most of us don't realize it because we just see that take home we get at the bottom of our check. But the average family making $50,000 a year, as you can see, will pay $8,000 in federal, $3,000 in state, almost $6,000 in Social Security. So we get our check and we think, wow, I make this much a year. Why can't we provide our needs? And part of the problem is we just don't realize how much is being taken out in taxes. So what do most people do? They try to figure out a way. Maybe a spouse decides to go to work and they find a job and thinks, I know, we'll get a job. This will help us. In this example, let's say a spouse decides to get a job that will make $25,000 a year. They think, wow, a couple thousand a year extra coming to us, that will really help. A couple thousand a month, I should say. But instead, if you really look at it, by the time you get to the bottom, there's not that much saved. So you may make $25,000, but add to that what's deducted in federal and state taxes, Social Security, car expenses, because there's wear and tear on the car. There's oil changes. There's tires that have to be changed. Child care, if you have to pay for after school or someone to watch your kids. Extra lunches because you're at work. Business clothes, upkeep. And just the money you spend when you're just too tired to cook supper, so you go home and grab a bucket of chicken on the way. Or you don't plan your meals. You don't have time to shop for coupons. Look at this. What looks like a $25,000 income ends up being a net take-home of $1,300. Now, what person would get a job, work 50 weeks, because you'll take 2 weeks vacation, 40 hours a week for $1,300? And yet people are doing that today, and they don't realize the bite here mostly is taxes. Well, that's why a home-based business is the best residual income in the world. It allows you to keep more of what you are making now. In the book, Lower Your Taxes, the author states you would be brain dead not to start a home-based business. And he explains the way that you can build wealth and reduce your taxes by simply having a home-based business. It is a great opportunity. Understand, businesses can write off many things that an individual cannot. Because as an individual, we pay for our expenses after we've already paid taxes. For a business owner, he's able to pay for these expenses before taxes. So it saves a lot of money. But if you start a home-based business, you get the same benefits as someone who owns a multi-million-dollar business. You're able to write off car expenses, including business mileage. Write off the equivalent of your child's education and weddings. In that book I just mentioned, there's an awesome way it can show how hiring your kids becomes tax deductible to you, and when they don't make over $5,700 under the age of 18, they pay no federal or Social Security taxes. How you can deduct 100% of your medical expense. Deduct your fun and entertainment, including season tickets. How you're able to turn vacations into tax-deductible events. Create a retirement plan that beats the government plans. And he shows how to do this in a way that bulletproofs you against an audit. Now understand, these are general rules, and you need to consult your tax advisor to know how these things apply to your specific situation. But generally, they're true for any person who owns a business, home-based or not. For example, dropping off this card on the way to work, or leaving it with a friend after eating together, or enjoying entertainment together like golf or a movie, and then having an opportunity to talk about business can not only produce leads for your business, it can make the mileage and the entertainment cost tax deductible. Now, the IRS requires you keep simple records, which you can do in about 5 minutes a day by using a simple organizer. You can buy at Staples. Or you can get an application that's out there for your smartphone. The thing is, it is not that difficult. Do everything that's required to turn non-deductible expenses into deductible expenses. But listen, why stop at saving money on taxes when you can save money on almost everything you're buying now? Yet you have to have a business, and you need to have a business that can make money for you. The purpose is to be in a business that is able to produce extra income. And the business we're involved in is awesome. It allows you to earn commissions at places you're already shopping up to 32% at over 170 major retail stores. Just think, get paid to shop at stores you're already shopping at. That's pretty incredible. This Christmas, my wife and I were able to buy a lot of things online at the stores, and we got a better price. And what was really cool is we get back commissions on everything that we spent. Not only that, you're going to buy furniture in the future. You're going to make some large purchases. And if you have a factory direct buying power, which means it's like owning a store, you're able to buy at wholesale, not a markup, but wholesale. That allows you to save up to 65% at Lane Furniture and other great places where you're able to get the exact same things you would buy locally, but with up to 65% savings. Not only that, you're part of a group of thousands of people, and because of that, there are already pre-negotiated prices that let you save money on things like purchasing a new car, jewelry, insurance, mortgages, and many, many more. Because you're part of a thousands of people buying power discount, and as part of that, you're able to save huge amounts of money. Now, as you save money, I can just say you're going to want to tell others how you can do the same. When you fill out your taxes the next year after starting your business and you get thousands of dollars in refunds, people are going to wonder why. And our company will pay you each time someone you refer signs up for one of our membership packages. This can pay you far more than any part-time job with all the benefits of a home-based business. And guess what? We'll be with you every step of the way. You'll be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And guess what? We have a proven system that works. Here's what I need you to do. Fill out the information in the box below, and I'll send you kind of next step information. If someone personally gave you this card or sent you to this website, then make sure you go back and talk to them. When you fill out the information below, please put in the code so I know who sent this card or who dropped this card off and where you found it so I can connect you to the right person. But listen, the next step is simple and it's in your court. It never hurts to get more information. Starting a home-based business is the greatest opportunity for any American, and starting a business related to the company we're involved in is one of the simplest businesses you'll ever be a part of. Please fill out below for more information, and we'll be getting in contact with you soon.